the complexity is tightly linked to the fact that environments are getting more complex. We used to have a data center which was protected by a data center firewall with some endpoint security and etc. Now we have, and we had some endpoints which were also protected behind that perimeter security. Now today it's a completely different story. We have a data center that is no longer in one place. We have it there in the cloud, our public clouds, private clouds, hybrid clouds, all of those buzzwords. And secondly, we have mobile devices. We have users walking around everywhere. They want to work from home, they want to work on the road, they need constant connectivity, constant access to any application. So this, that's just the environment. Next to that you have security attacks which get more and more complex. Advanced malware, things you couldn't even believe were possible are happening right now. And they're attacking all of those vectors. So this is what we call generation 5, and that is actually all of these vectors being attacked at the same time.
And that means exactly what?
Well, we had generation 1, which started in the 80s, was basically viruses, which we covered with antivirus. And then in the 90s we had generation 2, which was when the internet was booming, and then the firewall was introduced. This is where Checkpoint started. Then 10 years later we had the more exploit-oriented threats, which we countered with IPS technology. And then in the 2010 we had the polymorphic, the Trojans, the zero-day threats, which are still valid today. Now generation 5 is taking that level 4 and applying it to all vectors, so mobile, cloud, SaaS solutions, EAS solutions, your data center, your endpoint, all of that. So that level 4 on all angles. We call it the infinity architecture, and it's basically two things. First of all, you need technology on all of those platforms, mobile, cloud, etc., to secure. And there we try to provide the best threat prevention, not just detection, but prevention on all of those levels, right? That's the first start. Now that's not enough, because the complexity needs you to be able to manage all of that. So what the infinity architecture does, it tries to centralize all of that management into one, what we call pane of glass. And management is important, but which is more important is visibility. So that pane of glass is mostly used to get visibility on all of those threats. So that if you have multi-vector threats, that we know of it, and that you as a customer knows it.
A pane of glass, a very interesting phrase, a very interesting concept. Go into some more detail for me.
Well, of course that's a marketing term. I'm an SC, so for me that means that's our central management server from which you manage everything, and the pane of glass is mostly due to our logging and reporting, which gives you instant views on what's going on in your environment. As an SE, we used to go to customers and get frustrated that we had to tell them it's bad out there, please protect yourself. But today, they are coming to us and asking us, yeah, we need to protect ourselves. What can you do? What can you offer? Especially now with the GDPR legislation, that's a huge driver for C-level to actually do something about security in their company. But there is no GDPR solution. There's no GDPR appliance. If there were, and we would have it, it would be a gold mine at this point. What we can offer is, in our solutions, is the ability to do forensics. So if something is detected, if something goes wrong, you are obligated to notify authorities, right? And we can give you the tools that will give you the information to give to those authorities and know what data might be leaked or might be compromised.